Hi guys, today I want to share with you a review on our grammar program. Hi guys, today I want to share with you a review on our Fix It Grammar. We've been using this program for 2 years already. The past year we used the previous edition. This year we are using the new edition. We are on level 2, Town and Country Mouse. This is from the Institute for Excellence in Writing, better known as IEW. And pretty much what your kid is going to be doing with this program is just labeling the parts of a speech of this story, Town and Country Mouse. They are going to be correcting the errors. They are going to be editing the story by labeling those parts of a speech. And I just want to share with you how we've been working with this program, how much we love this program. And as well, I would like to share with you the things that I am not enjoying so much about this new edition. I would like just to express to you guys and at the same time give you a look through the book and talk to you and just share with you the reasons why I don't like some of the changes and why we still love the program. I hope you guys enjoy this video. I will be switching the camera and I will be talking to you guys. Here I have Fix It Grammar. This is from the company, the Institute for Excellence in Writing, better known as IEW. Town, Mouse, and Country Mouse. This is a student book level 2. I have as well the teacher manual. This is the new edition by Pamela White. And basically what your kid is going to be doing is that he's going to be identifying the parts of the speech, correcting and editing the story, Town Mouse and Country Mouse, for this level. And that's how they are going to be working with this program. They are going to be just editing and correcting the errors of this story in particular by labeling the parts of the speech. Okay, so I have both books in here. I would like to start with the student book. Here we have the first page. These are the instructions. I suggest you to familiarize yourself with this page. It has some editing marks in here, helpful hints, and appendix information in here. I think that's another section of the book that you should familiarize with. It has some valuable information in that section, and I will share that with you guys in a second. The next page is the additional resource, and in here we have Fix It Grammar, and that is one of the differences with this program compared to the old edition, is the fact that the old edition came with the cards for the grammar cards on the back of the book, and with this new edition you have to actually purchase them separate. I think that could be a disadvantage if you are on a budget, because you have to spend extra money now to purchase the cards, but they are good quality. You can see are these cards, they have like a glaze coat and they are color coded. That is something that is very important. The print is very legible, is pretty big, and it's something that my son has been enjoying as well. We still have the other ones and we continue using them as well, but we decide to have these ones and they are working very well with us. I have a video where I show them. I will leave that link in the description box for you guys. But the idea with these cards is that in here in this page is just giving you information of each week where you're going to be using the different cards. Example, week number 1, the cards that they could possibly be using is editing marks, capitalization, title, indentation, and noun. For week 2, they will be using the card that talks about pronoun. Week 3, card that talks about preposition, and it'll go like that with the entire square of information that you have in here, just giving you a specific on which week you're going to be using that card. The next page is the scope and sequence. Very valuable information if you're just starting with the program, even though I can tell you that this is a very easy program to follow once you get the grasp of it. Okay, next page is part of that scope and sequence, and in here we have the vocabulary words that your kid is going to be working with the program. Next page contains the contents, weekly lessons in here, appendices in here. And now we are on the first week. What I like about this grammar is that it's pretty quick. It goes very quick. Your kid can work independently. I do suggest you to go every week. You will have a Learn It section, which is giving them what they are going to be working within that week. So example, the information that they're going to be working, a preview. Every word belongs to a word group, a part of a speech. There are 8 parts of a speech. The first part of a speech that you will learn is the noun. And it's giving them the noun definition in here. A noun names a person, place, thing, or idea. To determine if a word is a noun, test it. So they have a section in here where they can test that word to see if it is a noun or no. Can an article, adjective, a, and the come before it? Is it countable? Find it. Read the sentence and look for the words that name people, places, things, and idea. Mark it. Write N above each noun as shown below. And it's giving them an example with a sentence on how they have to mark that part of a speech. Okay, so here you can see the N for noun. The same goes with the next section. It says article, adjective, and it's giving them the article, adjectives in here and how they have to mark them. Next page is talking about capitalization and end mark. Again, giving them an example on how they will mark those words that should be capitalized, as well as the end marks that they are going to be working with this week. And something that is quite different from the old edition is the fact that they have now in here what they are going to be looking in a specific. They will know that they have to mark 2 articles, 5 nouns. They will have 1 word for vocabulary, and they will fix 1 capital and 1 end mark. With the old edition, they didn't have in a specific that information that will actually have to figure that out. So I think that's very helpful in a way. The other difference that I noticed is that the print is really big, it's very legible, and I think we enjoy that as well about this new edition. They will be writing that sentence right within the book. Before, with the previous edition, they will have to have a notebook separate just to write the vocabulary words as well as the sentence that they were working with for each week and each day. So it's divided 1 week. It starts with week 1, day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4 until day 4. They will be working 4 days with the same concept within that week, okay? And they will look for vocabulary, which is something that I like and I enjoy as well about this program, because he gets to practice with the dictionary and he's learning vocabulary. So I don't need to have another vocabulary workbook for him to learn. So he can just use these words that are in here that he will be working with, and it's easy for him. Here we have day 2 of that first week. Sometimes we use colored pens to just identify those parts of a speech. And if you notice, he's writing the sentence. At the beginning, we were just starting to do it with the notebook because we already were used to that. But you will see that eventually we start rewriting those or looking to those definitions, writing those definitions in this first line that we have in here. And then he has the space for the sentence, okay? And he will write that sentence in here once it is corrected with all the corrections that he made in here, okay? Like that, we have day 4. This is day 4, and we start with the next week. Again, it's just giving them an introduction of what they will be working with that week, within that week, for day 1, day 2, and day 3. So here we have day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4 for that second week. Again, we have week 3, giving them an introduction of what they will be working within this week. It's giving them as well the definition in here of a preposition. And they have a preposition list in here. With the previous edition, they will have to look for that preposition list all the way at the end of the book. I like the fact that they have it in here, but I found that sometimes it could be a little bit complicated because you have to then start marking like I did in here to be able to find that easy. When you have them all the way at the end, well, you knew already you have them all the way at the end, so I think it was making it a little bit more easy for us. And I think they still are all the way at the end, but just in a section like this with other type of information, and I will show you eventually. You notice that once they keep going up with the weeks that they are working, the parts of the speech that they have to label starts to increase. Let me just show you here. Let me just accommodate this book. Hope you guys can see that well. So it's more what they have to be looking for in a sentence. Here we have week 4. Again, more information, introduction. So I will say that working will take 15 minutes, especially for the first day of that first week, because you have to introduce this section to the child. After that, I think they can work independently. They just have to label those parts of a speech. But the first day of that first week, when you are introducing the concepts, I think is best for you to be with your kid and making sure that they are understanding what they have to be doing. Here is the first day for week 4. Day 2 for week 4. We have day 3 for week 4, and you can see that we started to write those definitions right on top here. Next one will be day 4 for week 4. And I guess you guys can understand already how the book is working, correct? So I would like just to skip a few, and I would like to show you that they have as well, after a period of weeks of working with the program, they have a section called a review, and how everything, all the information that they need to be looking and working with the parts of the speech is increasing once they keep on going with the program. Okay, so let me just look for that review a section. If you see the information is increasing, here we have a review it section, and it's always constantly changing, but pretty much I noticed that it goes with fill in the blanks, answering some questions, maybe doing a match as well. They can be just doing crosswords for that review it, and that means that that week they will be reviewing pretty much what they have practiced with in previous weeks. Okay, so let me just keep looking for you guys so you guys can see the difference. Here we have another review it. It's giving them a definition. They have to answer some questions orally, and they will have a fill in the blank. If you notice, the activities that they have to do with the review it is changing. It's not always the same, and it's more often. Obviously, what they have to do for the week is always increasing once they keep on going with the material, with the things that they need to be working with. Here we have another review it, and this is filling in the blanks. Add different ly adverbs and continue to look for strong verbs, quality adjectives, and ly adverbs. So it's just one page, and then they will continue reviewing what they have learned for that week, entire week. They will just be reviewing. Okay, we have another review. This is coordinating conjunction. Again, they have to answer, fill in the blank. We continue. Another review it. another review it. In here they are just matching words and they have to answer. And in here we have a crossword. Another review it. And we got to the appendices. At the end they have the entire story, Town Mouse and Country Mouse. And I think this is good to show them after they have completed the program. It's just a reward being able to just listen to the story completely. Maybe you reading the story to your kid, or have them reading the entire story to you and having some fun, maybe creating some popcorn or having some hot chocolate for the winter, or depends on when you finish with the program, but obviously you can just make something fun out of it. Okay, in here we have the ly adverb list, the space for those lists, for those words, sorry, as well as strong verb, quality adjective, so they can just write the words that they encounter in here. Now we'll be showing you the teacher manual. Here I have the teacher manual. So you will pretty much look at exactly the same thing. This first page is more resources for you to find on their website. Is downloads that you can be using. In here we have that instruction page that I told you guys that you should familiarize with. Editing marks, helpful hints, just exactly the same information. Same information in here for the additional resource, as well as scope and sequence. We have those vocabulary words that they are going to be working with, as well the contents. And in here we have the first week. The difference is that you have obviously a little bit more of instructions in here. You have the answers of what they are going to be working with, obviously, and as well you get to have those definitions already done for you. You don't have to be looking at the dictionary as well. And you have more helpful hints on the side. Example, for more information about indentation, is telling you that you can go to the appendix, page G31, and you will get more information about indentation. Here we have the first week, and you can see that it's just giving you the sentencing here without the corrections. It's giving you exactly what they can see on their page, which is the mark it, fix it, 2 articles, 5 noun, 1 capital, 1 end mark. It's giving you already the definition, and it's just giving you the answers for that sentence, as well how to the reasons why those words were labeled with that part of a speech. Okay, so it's telling you in here capitalization, Johnny, proper noun, first word of the sentence. End marks, use a period at the end of a statement. Note, in this sentence, town and kitchen are not nouns, they are adjectives. And the rewrite it. So it's giving you how is that sentence going to look once they are done working with it, with the corrections and everything. Okay, right in here. We continue passing the page, and you can see that it'll go like that through the entire book. You have those notes on the side of the page. That is something that obviously they don't have on their book. As well, those lists in here, the preposition list. And I would like to take you to one of the review pages as well. So let me just look for that. So here we have the review page. This is how it looks. It's giving you again information on the side, and in here you have the answers with the explanations as well, which I think is very helpful. Now I would like to take you all the way to the back to the appendix. Let me just take you guys there to the appendix. You will have again the story as well. You will have that space for the lists, as well you have the grammar glossary. And this is when things get really good, and at the same time was a big difference between the previous edition and the new edition. So here we have the table of contents, and it's giving you information, more information about the parts of a speech. Example, the noun, we have in here pronoun, noun and pronoun functions, preposition, verbs, the preposition list again, linking verbs list, helping verbs list right in here for you, as well as some information on the side of the page. More information. What I noticed is that with the previous section, you have this advanced section within the same page for the lesson that they were working with, and it was easier for you to be able to identify if they were doing something that was actually advanced, so you can praise immediately your kid. With this new edition, you have those advanced sections all the way at the end in the glossary, and that is something that I feel that was helpful, the previous edition compared to this one. And while I do enjoy the fact that I noticed that that advanced section was still in here, I didn't really appreciate the fact that it was all the way at the end, and I feel like it takes a little bit more of time for you to be able to just identify really quick if they are doing something that is actually advanced for what they need to be marking and editing. Okay, so that is something that is quite a different, and something that I really dislike about this new edition, that it was not included within the same day or week that they were working with. Having that information there, I think it was easy to look, easy to be able to identify if they were doing something that was advanced. And now it's takes a little bit more, and actually sometimes I even forget to come here to the back to just check if in fact he's doing something that is actually advanced for what he needs to be doing, correct? But in here it's giving you a lot of information about the verbal and verbs and how the parts of the speech. Is just giving you more information on this side. You can see that information in here, and for all this side you will see that some of the sections that they are explaining, example, conjunction and adverb, adjective, it has all those explanations there for you to be able to help your child, as well those advanced settings. You can see here another advanced section in here. You can see more advanced sections, and let me just show you guys in here. Let me see if I can just make this a little bit bigger. You can see that advanced section right in here, and that is something that I would appreciate if they would have left it just the way it was, because I think it was a little bit easier. Let me go down again. Here we have the punctuation and end marks. More information in regards to that. Homophone and usage. Stylistic techniques. Again, more of the advanced sections in here. You can see all those advanced sections in here. Advanced dress ups. I do like this diagram there. More ly adverb list. Decorations. More list of common transitions in here, and information about the next grammar book that we are going to be going once we finish with this one. Overall, I still enjoy this program. We still love this program. My son is working very well with this, and it's something that I'm sure we are going to continue using. I really do appreciate the fact that the print is legible. That's something that I like. I like as well how everything is organized. It's a type of program that your kid can work independently. I still suggest that first introduction that you have, that first day, is obviously going to take you probably those 15 minutes, because you have to go through all of that information, and I suggest you to go through that with your kid. And as well, I enjoy the fact that we have now these cards, even though we were enjoying the other ones as well. It could be a con if you are on a budget, because then you have to actually purchase something else to be using with the program. It's not really necessarily you can work with the program without the cards, but as well it's something that could help your kid, and it's easy for them to be able to see that in here instead of going every time all the way to the back, unless you make copies of it. I enjoy the book. I do recommend it. It's something that we have been working from the beginning with the nose tree. This is the new edition. Obviously, I didn't like the fact that it has that advanced section all the way at the end on the glossary, but besides that, we have enjoyed the program. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. I hope it was helpful and the information was valuable. If it is, please don't forget to give me a like and subscribe to my channel. I will see you then. Watch this video next.